What's going on, Powerbomb Nation? This is your boy JP, and welcome to another edition of the Powerbomb. This is the Money in the Bank prediction show. First, I'm going to cover a little sports. Last night, obviously, Halliburton with that comeback shot, man. What? God, this guy has ice in his veins. To do this to the Bucks, to do this to the Knicks, to do this to the Cavs, and then to do it to the Thunder. Like, Halliburton is on another level of clutchness that I have never seen. Never. And I've been watching basketball for 30 plus years. This guy is on another stratosphere. I don't know what to say, but championship teams, they need luck. And the Pacers definitely got that luck with the injuries to the Cavs, and then the injuries to the Bucks, and then the Knicks just completely imploding and forgetting how to play basketball. This Pacer team is doing something that you kind of can see it coming, and the Thunder better lace up them shoes because they better get ready for a fight because this Pacer team does not go away. The friggin' Thunder were up like 20-something points last night, and the Pacers just stayed even keel and just friggin' beat them. So, whatever that is. Before I continue, please make sure to like and follow. I'm trying to get some traction here, guys. Need some followers. I'd like to try to get this to a nice spot where I can go and actually talk to some local businesses and see if possibly the Powerbomb can explode. So, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to like and follow. All right, back to the sports. The Oilers took Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Draisaitl is a beast. Overtime game winner 2 nights ago. He had 2 goals. This series is going to be a very back and forth. I can't wait for Game 2. Trying to get this podcast out of the way so I can get ready to go watch that. But this Stanley Cup Finals is going to be really good. I'm saying 7. Oilers in 7. This is going to be really good. So, can't wait for that. But let's get into why we all came here for this podcast. And that is the Money in the Bank PLE that's happening tomorrow night. Now, I'm doing a prediction show based on no big surprises. No Roman Reigns, no Charlotte Flair, no Bianca Belair, none of that, because then obviously this card is going to go differently if I had to predict it. But with no surprises like that, this is how I think the show goes. Cody and Jay versus Logan and John Cena. There's no reason to think Cody and Jay shouldn't win this match. They are former tag team champions. If you want me to believe in wrestling, you cannot tell me that John Cena and Logan Paul should beat Cody and Jay on any given time period. Cody and Jay is the slam dunk answer to who should win this match. John Cena, you have been a big disappointment. I thought the whole heel turn was going to be cool. I thought The Rock was going to be more involved, but the fact that The Rock is just freaking off doing whatever the hell he's doing, this whole thing has gone to shit. John Cena, you have been boring as hell. This heel turn is forced. You're not entertaining. You're not believable. December cannot come fast enough. Go do your crappy movies. Go do that stupid game show where people are getting knocked out and falling into the water. I think it's called Wipeout or something. It's something stupid like that. Just please get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of wrestling. We don't need you anymore. You can't see me. There's the door. I can see the door, and you need to go through it and get the hell out. You've been the drizzling shits as a champion. So please go away. Thank God Cody Rhodes is back. It's just a matter of time till Cody can take back his championship and take it off that frickin' jackass, John Cena. All right? So give me Jay and Cody to win this match because they're former tag team champions, and they should win because that's what makes sense. Then we get to the men's ladder match. Let me go down. There's 6 people in this match, and only 2 really have some solid cases to win the briefcase. LA Knight is my first choice that should win this. They had the chance to pull the trigger with him 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Everybody wanted LA Knight to win this match. LA Knight, yeah, They wanted it. Did they get it? No, they went with Damian Priest. I guess his title run was mid. It was very mid. I mean, it would have been more interesting with LA Knight, but they went with Damian. You got to swallow it. So LA Knight is my first logical choice to win Money in the Bank. Penta, no. You haven't been here long enough. It doesn't make sense for you to go after a championship. You're still trying to get your footing. Not you. Andrade, not you either. You came back to SmackDown. You had that 7-match series with Carmelo Hayes. It hasn't been it. You're not winning. Solo Sikoa, if WWE wants to throw a bone to him saying, hey, you did great work with Roman, you did great work with the Bloodline, you were a real intimidating force, we want to put this on you. Okay. But to be honest, Jacob's been more entertaining. Tama Tonga's been more entertaining. The new Bloodline thing did not really take off that well. Tonga Loa was a huge disappointment, so that does not help matters. So Solo is champ? No. Then there's the absolute slam dunk, which is Seth Rollins. Obviously, it makes sense with the faction with Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, and Bronson Reed to have Seth Rollins win that briefcase, tease it every Monday night, kind of tease it with Punk, tease it, with Sammy, showing that, hey, guys, I have all the power here. It's just a matter of time till I take over wrestling for good. So it would be interesting with the whole, is he going to cash in on Jay? Is he going to cash in on Cena? It really doesn't make sense to cash in on Cena because Cena is a heel. And Cena can say he's not a heel, he's not a babyface, he's a human. You're a horse's ass, Cena. Get the hell out. We don't want you anymore. The last time, thank God, is now. Please go away. Then there's Grande Americano. Do I really even need to entertain this with a thought? Do I really need to? It's Chad Gable in a mask, everyone. Now, is it amazing that Chad Gable can do, like, luchador moves? Yes. Is he a champion of any type? No. Sayonara. Adios. No thank you. So your two right there would be either LA Knight or Seth frickin' Rollins. That's it. Now, I would go with the third match being the women's match, and Roxanne Perez. She has been killing it. Whether it's her middling with with Dominic in the Judgment Day, or her matches, how she's winning, how she's getting involved in things. Roxanne is an obvious choice, but is it that obvious that she goes for the women's championship, or does she pull a complete 360 and go after the IC title? That's something to think about, because right now WWE has a very strong new coming women's crop of superstars, like a Stephanie Vaquer, a Roxanne Perez, a Julia. You have a chance right now, because they're not exactly ready for the big titles yet, but that IC championship, that could be in their sights. And if you want one of them to win the briefcase and go after that and try to build up that championship, you got something. You got something, because I'm not so sure that these girls are ready yet for either Tiffany Stratton's title or Io Sky's title. But that IC title, that intrigues me, because I think WWE has a chance to do something shocking. Rhea Ripley, obviously, is a slam dunk choice. We want to get her back in that championship picture. She lost the title to Io because of the interference by Bianca. That whole storyline was just terrible. That was just awful altogether. But yeah, that's one way to get Rhea back into it, is for her to win. Naomi, if you want to give her a bone, like I said, like she's in the same situation as Solo. Friggin' she did the whole thing with Jade Cargill, and then she turned on Bianca. Actually, she didn't turn on Bianca. She did that to help Bianca, and Bianca said, I can't believe you did that to my friend. So, do we put it on Naomi? I don't think so. Unless you want Tiffany Stratton to have a new opponent, because how many freaking times are we going to have to see Tiffany Stratton face Nia Jax? How many freaking times? Nobody wants to see that anymore. The only reason why they're doing that is because we know Tiffany is a heel. This whole good girl character, it ain't working. We can see right through it. She's a heel. She was a heel in NXT. She's a heel now. The only way to get her to be a babyface is to put her against Nia, because everybody hates Nia. They hate her for her mic work. They hate her for her ring work. They don't like her at all. So that's the only reason why people are cheering for Tiffany Stratton. Then you come to Alexa Bliss, and this is interesting because if you decide to pull the trigger with Alexa, are we going to have the Wyatt Six involved? And is she going to go after Tiffany Stratton, or is she going to go after Io Sky? You see how weak this sounds, Tiffany Stratton or Io Sky? It just doesn't have a good ring to it. So, Alexa Bliss, do we want her to have another crack at a championship? I personally do. I just don't know if Money in the Bank, winning the briefcase, is what you should do. So, Alexa, I don't know. But I'm going to go with either Roxanne or Rhea Ripley. Julia, once again, I don't know. I don't know if they're yet. The new crop of girls, Stephanie, Julia, yeah, I don't know. But that's how I would book it. That would be the third match of the night. And then we get to the IC match, which should 100% main event the show. Becky and Lyra kill it on Monday Night Raw. Every segment, they're killing it. They absolutely had a banger at Backlash. That was a great match. The fans are really behind Lyra. I feel this needs to be the main event. I personally feel Lyra ends up winning the IC, ends up winning and retaining her Intercontinental Championship. It makes the most sense. Like I said, if we decide to do the Money in the Bank thing with the women, and it's, either Stephanie or Roxanne or Julia, do they pull the ultimate shock and have them cash in on Lyra? Because right now the fans are really behind Lyra Valkyria. And the way to get heat on Lyra would be to take that championship away from her and put it on a Roxanne. I think Roxanne would be the ultimate choice. I mean, these two had matches that cooked in NXT, and I know they're going to do it again on the main roster at some point. So I don't know if they want to pull the trigger that fast on that idea, but that could be a thing. But if you're looking for somebody to just get that heavyweight championship back from either Tiffany Stratton or Io Sky, the most obvious choice is either going to be Rhea Ripley or Alexa Bliss, to be honest. So Lyra's going to win this match, and I would do this as the main event because this is Becky's last shot. If Becky does not beat Lyra Valkyria, she will never challenge for that Intercontinental Championship again. Now, I'm not sure if that's only if Lyra has it or if anybody else has it, but that's an intriguing storyline. And also, do we get a returning Bayley is another question. And like I said, this card can go completely up in flames if they decide to do the big return of Roman Reigns to cost Seth Rollins, or if they decide to do Charlotte Flair playing backroom politics and deciding to be, hey, I'm getting in this women's ladder match because I'm the greatest of all time, and who's going to stop me? So that's how this goes. Just a quick recap. Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes win because it makes the most sense. They've won the tag team championships before, so why would I think Logan and John Cena could defeat them? LA Knight or Seth Rollins makes the most sense for who's going to win the Money in the Bank. I'm just going to go right on a limb right now, and I'm going to say everybody's expecting Seth Rollins to win this. Give me LA Knight. He needs this win. So give me LA Knight. Give me Rhea Ripley to get back into the championship picture, and give me Lyra Valkyria to retain her Intercontinental Championship. That's my Money in the Bank prediction show. everyone have a good night. Please make sure to like and follow. Like I said, trying to build this following, trying to get to sponsors, trying to get to that point where I can actually go to a company and be like, hey, you know, I do have a decent following. Maybe I can do you guys some favors here and try to, show your companies in a good light on my podcast. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Oh, I'm sorry. Have a great night. And Game 2 coming up. Go!